Welcome to Recently Logged, an audio stream discussing what the film bros are watching these days.
Wow.
That was so energetic.
So what are they watching these days, Micah?
Obviously The Muppets 2011.
Obviously.
It's just facts.
Okay.
So for any of the listeners wondering what this extra voice is, we have a guest on our podcast. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Luke. I am going to plug the Superfriends of Media, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Link below.
Yes.
We talk about movies. We say we talk about comic books, but we don't, because none of us read them. But hey, that's what we pride ourselves on, so... Okay,
there
cool.
you go.
At Luke1459 on Twitter. Okay.
Do we want to plug anything?
Do we want to plug anything?
I
I don't know.
so.
I figured we would introduce ourselves,
All right.
Micah.
I'm Micah.
He is Micah.
And he's Robbie.
And I'm Robbie.
Yeah.
And who are you, strange guest?
He just said.
Oh, that's true.
He said like not 5 seconds ago.
That's true. I had forgotten.
Okay, wow.
I've been sick the past 2 days.
Short-term memory right here.
I don't need this.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So, do we want to go over the facts of the movie?
The general facts? That's
Yeah.
what we usually do
General
first.
facts.
Yeah. I got the gist.
Yeah.
Also, I was supposed to be here last week, but I wasn't, so sorry.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was the guest we mentioned that was supposed to be on here, but didn't end up making it. But
But he's here now. So.
yes, he's here now.
Oh.
All right, so
What
you usually read off the facts, Micah?
Oh, okay.
I had them listed.
So we got The Muppets, which is the 2011 version.
That is the
best
name of the
version,
movie.
maybe.
Yeah.
It's definitely the best.
Rated PG.
Wow.
It's 103 minutes. It's got Amy Adams, which I mean is
That's the
best
first person, the first actor you mentioned is Amy Adams.
Sorry. Jason Segel, though.
but like Amy Adams.
Yeah, but Jason Segel.
but Amy Adams.
You guys both make a good point.
Both
And a
very
bunch of-
valid arguments.
Bunch of other people, voice actors, unimportant things.
Wow, like the main actors of the movie.
Yeah. How do you pronounce the guy who does
Who?
Steve?
What's his?
Steve
How do you?
Don't you have this written down?
No, he wasn't. I just did Walter.
Steve Whitmire does a bunch of voices from it, including Kermit.
Oh.
And then
Just including Kermit.
yes,
Doesn't he also do Miss Piggy?
No, Eric Jacob. I think this. Yeah, Eric Jacob's
does he
son.
do?
Eric Jacobson does Piggy. After I read that that Fozzie and Miss Piggy were voiced by the same person, I couldn't unhear it while watching the movie. Like, you just listen to their voices and you're like, oh my gosh, it's the same thing.
It's the same.
Oh no!
I had actually
Thanks
forgotten
a
about
lot.
that. Thanks, Micah.
You're welcome.
But it's just in the
Ruined
newer one,
Muppets
right?
for me.
It's obviously in this one and Most Wanted, but
Yeah, in the newer
I have no
reboot.
idea
I don't know.
if
I
it's
guess
in-
it's a sequel.
And in that really awful TV show they did that was in the Office format, but was the worst thing I've ever laid my eyes upon.
I watched
Oh,
3
gosh.
episodes of that and
Wait,
it was
I watched
awful.
it?
Yeah.
I watched the whole thing and I hated it.
Wow.
But I watched the whole thing because, it's the Muppets and it's on TV.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was pretty bad.
I don't think I've ever watched anything Muppets-wise outside of, Muppets from Outer Space and then
Oh
this.
yeah, it was the same voice actor
actually
for
haven't
the
watched that.
Muppets really bad
Oh,
TV
really?
show.
No.
Huh.
I've watched Treasure Island, I've watched the original
Oh, yeah.
few, New York, Escape New York or whatever.
Oh, gosh.
Manhattan.
I forgot about that because I think we watched that one, too.
So I think I've seen
Would it?
the original Muppets, the Muppets Christmas Carol,
I still haven't seen the original one.
Muppets Treasure Island,
The Muppets Take
Muppets-
Manhattan, that's it.
the Muppets Take Manhattan.
Yes,
I've
yeah.
seen. What's the fairy tale one called?
Which fairy tale one?
The one we have on VHS.
Fairy tale. where Kermit gets the Midas touch.
Yeah, where Kermit gets the Midas touch and turns Miss Piggy into gold.
Oh no! I remember that.
I don't remember the name of that.
I haven't seen it in forever.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, but I've seen that one, and then
you could
the
just
new
look
one.
it up, dude.
Oh, I should just look it
You
up.
have a phone in your hands. You still have that Bunny Run game.
No, I re-downloaded it because it's a small game, and
Nice.
I need game.
You need small games.
Need to get that new phone.
Oh yeah, shout out to your gaming channel.
Please don't. Don't do it.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Um,
I'm gonna find this quick.
Well, you see, I have a channel, and it's kind of down right now because because I don't have a phone that can actually do anything.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I've seen the Muppets movie, the Muppets Take Manhattan, the Muppets
The Christmas Carol. Duh.
Muppets Treasure Island,
I forgot
Muppet from
about
Outer
that.
Space, the Muppet Wizard of Oz, Muppets. Oh, where's the fairy tale? It's not here.
It's not here.
The one that I have on VHS.
Is it like a short or something?
I don't know,
Hold
but
on,
it's
wait a
not
minute.
in the Muppets
Where
movie
is it?
list.
Well, I found your channel, your regular channel with the short film.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Um.
I'm actually. We have a short film that's actually much better than that in production.
That's much better. It's
It
significantly
took
better.
a billion times to try to take that right.
We did
'Cause
like
this guy over here.
we did like 15 takes. That's
We did
not
like
that many.
20 takes.
I don't have any friends. I've always wanted to do a short film, but I lack friends.
Right, that's why all my short films are me and him
And
with the
me.
camera.
Yeah, I don't even have a person that I can do that with. Everything I film over the next 2 months is, unless I make friends at college, which, you know, unlikely, it's going to be just me setting up this camera on a tripod, and then just having to, like, I won't be able to do any pans or any zooms on myself because it's just,
You could do like rip off Wes Anderson and just have every single shot be a tripod shot. Just
Oh. No, or the one that's, like, up at the face.
exactly.
This is great fun.
All right.
So
Well,
do we want to get into it, Micah?
yeah, let's get into
Let's
it.
get into it.
Oh
So-
wait, you forgot to mention one of the main things I was going to
What
mention.
were we?
This
What,
won an
Jason
Academy
Segel?
Award.
Oh, right, this won an Academy Award. Forgot about that. That's not important or anything.
It literally won at the Oscars.
Yeah, it
Micah.
won one Oscar for what?
What did it
For
win?
the song.
Best achievement in music written for motion
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah,
That
for
is-
Guess what? It's got
Man or a
great
Muppet.
music.
yeah.
That's a great
That's
song.
such a good song.
I think I listened to it
Am I
not
your
knowing we were going to do
man?
this movie like a week ago, and I was like,
Am I
dang,
your
this is still such a jam from the movie.
I like all the songs from this though. Like,
That's true.
Yeah, they are great.
like Pictures in My Head and what's the first one called? Life's a Happy Song.
Yeah, Life's a Happy Song.
Life's a Happy Song is so good, and the gag at the end of the first time they sing it, where they're gone now, and everyone just
They all just fall over. I love it. All right.
Is that the first thing you wrote in the
Oh,
in
I wrote.
your notes?
I wrote Always a Fun Movie. That's the first thing
there
I
you
wrote
go.
because my notes are very informal.
So what do we usually start with?
The general thoughts.
Or wait, no.
Oh my god.
Before
Every time he interrupts me.
I have 2 notes.
Oh, you do?
That's-
Worst things that are because of the sequel, and music dash perfect.
Yeah, I got like a whole iPad and a half full of notes.
Oh my gosh. I feel
But
underprepared now.
you never have notes though, so it's fine.
That's true.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is
right.
the first time I've had to do notes.
What was I going to do? Okay,
right.
yes.
One last thing before
The
we
email.
actually get into it. You can send us movie suggestions or be like
The
"Yeah,
listeners
hey,
at home.
I want to get on the podcast like our lovely guest right now by sending it to at poddingtonrl@gmail.com. That's poddingtonrl@gmail.com. Why did we make that so long?
You just won the spelling bee for our podcast, Mike.
Fun fact, Robbie came on the Superfriends of Media podcast,
That is
which
true.
you can
That is
see
true.
nowhere.
Well, We'll have a link to it in the description.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely link that.
Exactly.
What are your general thoughts of the Muppets?
I think it's better than any Oscar winner ever.
I mean, you're probably not wrong.
Better. The best film since 12 Years a Slave.
Well,
I can't speak to the quality of 12 Years a Slave. But
Me neither. But I didn't want to sound like a bad human being, so I just.
what about you, Robbie? What are your general thoughts?
My general thoughts, I think it is a very fun ride, with some good songs,
yeah.
And a lot of fun scenes.
A lot of fun scenes, yeah.
There.
Okay.
That's my summarization.
Amazing. All right.
Amazing. I'm a professional film reviewer now.
I think my general thoughts of this would be it's very good.
Very
love the
good.
music. Love the cast. Amy Adams needs to be in more musicals.
That's
and
true.
The only problem I have with it probably is that it's a little too long. I think they could have cut it a little bit, but
Yeah,
You think it's too long?
Actually, I think they probably could have cut the song "Party for One." That's
Yeah.
probably the worst song. Like that,
Yeah.
you can present that character feeling these things in a way simpler and quicker way.
Yes.
It's just
Yeah.
that song just feels unnecessary.
yeah, a lot of times.
I forgot, Micah, when Party for One comes on, I forgot about the, like, neon lights
The little
flashing
neon
around
lights they put
the
around
screen.
No, I always go to the toilet when that song comes on. I forget
I
about it
mean,
because I don't.
What better opportunity?
It's not the greatest of songs in the movie, anyway.
That is true.
What do we do after general thoughts?
Usually I ask you guys a question.
We need to write down like the format of this because we always try to stick to a format.
We try and stick to our format, and
but we never remember it.
we never remember.
Yeah, me and Kat tried. We failed so bad. That what the Superfriends of Media is 50 minutes of rambling, and then 5 minutes of plugging whatever else we've made.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's pretty much
Which is normally nothing.
what a lot of podcasts are, though. I mean, like ours is a lot of rambling too.
Yeah. Okay.
You
know
cut
what?
a lot, though, don't you?
I really like our question I introduced on our Mega Mind episode.
All right, that's the
And I'm
question.
gonna bring it back.
Go watch the Megamind episode.
Favorite.
Definitely watch it. I'm gonna pretend like I saw it. Watch it.
Listen to it, watch it, do whatever. Yeah. Favorite what?
Favorite scene or sequence from the movie.
Who are you asking this
Oh,
to first?
just we'll go with our guest first.
Damn you. Off the top of my head, so there's two montage sequences. One where they're recruiting the Muppets, and the other, the We Built This City on Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
I can't pick between them
that
two.
one's good.
They're both great. They're both
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh
Love them.
gosh.
Let me think about this one.
Those are good choices though.
You had more time to think than I did.
Micah, you don't have to be you could have been preparing this whole time.
Favorite sequence or scenes?
It could be like a entire sequence, like I don't know.
Honestly,
or like a running gag or something.
Yeah, exactly.
honestly, I think, and this is gonna sound weird, I don't know, but I think my favorite one is probably just a Life Savvy song. The first time they do it,
Yeah,
I
that's
just love that whole part.
The
yeah.
opening number.
I wish, and Robbie made this comment. I wish it was a one take thing because it could.
Yeah,
have
that would have been way more fun. That would have been. No, even if it was a multiple take thing, but they sort of blocked off the camera seconds. where they
Exactly.
could and then you could have made it multiple take, and it would have looked like one take, and it would have been so good. Yeah, that's probably. But that's not
Yeah.
really a complaint. It's you could have done this.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That
it's
would
like
been
it
fun.
could have been better, but it's still like really good.
It could have been more enjoyable.
Oh, I
Yeah.
just realized I figured it out. I
What?
was so confused this whole time. I thought and this has nothing to do with the podcast, but I thought your shoulder was covering up mine, and that's why this arm wasn't visible when I'd look up. But it turns out that's the microphone.
Wait, where's
doesn't
the
even.
microphone?
So this right here is the mic.
Yeah, this.
You're talking about your microphone. I thought
He
you were
was
talking about mine.
For
Mine's
some reason.
For some
Wait,
reason,
what?
because this shoulder isn't visible, and I was like, oh, it's obviously Robbie's shoulder covering my shoulder up.
No, my shoulder is all the way over here, Micah.
Oh.
This is my shoulder. This
Wow.
is the mic.
I wish I was recording the whole call as well, because you're going to cut this down, aren't you?
I think so, but I can send you like a linked entire unedited thing.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I'll send that to you.
And also, so I don't have to repeat points when I make that Muppets docu-series in 1,000 years. I can just just take this bit of audio.
Just be like, yeah,
Less
that's really
work.
good. I like that.
Yeah, you can
I'm
just
just
be
gonna.
like, just
And
grab
then
it on
I'm just
over.
I'm just gonna write featuring Robbie and Micah. Sorry, I say your last name wrong, I think.
It's totally
More than likely, our
totally
last name
hard.
is incredibly
it's
hard to
pronounced
say.
not how it's spelled.
Yeah,
it's pronounced
yeah.
Greyway, and it's spelled Grawy.
Yeah, I say Groy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just how it's spelled.
If I didn't grow up with this last name, I would say it Grawy.
Everyone's like Grawy, and I'm like, no,
Sure.
actually.
Sure, why not? I'm not gonna get into it now.
Of course, one
Yeah,
time I was at a restaurant, and they called my name for food, and they were like, Mika Grawy.
Mika
I was
Grawy.
like, no.
You could not have been more
I
incorrect.
mean, I know that's me, but no.
The thing is, I know it's not as big of a thing, but everyone puts an E on the end of my last name. Like, my last name's Sharp, but my last name is how the word is. You don't need to put an E on the end. It's so stupid. I don't get it, but it's just the word.
I don't know.
It would be less stupid to just write it how the word is spelled.
I don't know.
Like when I went in for college induction a few days ago, my last name was Sharp with an E, but I'd never written it with an E on any of them. So they must have had to correct my last name.
Wow. They were like, I guess this kid spelled his name wrong.
No, yeah, we also think his name is Lucas. I'm just gonna change that E to an A and put an S on the end.
Oh man. Oh wait, I still have to answer my question, don't
okay,
I?
Robbie.
What's your favorite scene?
All right. Controversial take. I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
say no. Don't lean too
I
far.
need
The
to get my
headphones
water.
are okay.
He's gonna
gotta,
say
like-
party just for one, isn't he?
That would be. I think I would kick myself off of my podcast.
But I mean, the choreography is brilliant.
Oh, brilliant!
I mean, when
yes.
she rips apart the roll, stabs the 2 forks into it, and does the kicking with it, it's
Micah,
amazing.
do you know what that is referencing to?
Probably.
I know it's referencing something, but I don't know what it's
Yeah,
referencing.
it's an old Charlie Chaplin film. He does
Oh,
the same
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
In. Yes, but
Yeah, no.
I think my favorite is the kidnapping of Jack
Kidnapping
Black.
of Jack Black.
I completely forgot Jack Black was in it.
Jack Black's one of my favorite parts of this. It's completely.
No, thing is, I do not like Jack Black in anything unless he's doing it ironically. So, like in the Muppets, this is all just Jack Black playing Jack Black, playing Jack Black,
Exactly.
being kidnapped.
I love it.
I kind of wish they'd done with more with Neil Patrick Harris though.
I
Right?
know.
He's in there and he's like, I don't know why I'm not hosting this, and that's it.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
all he does.
see, he nails that line.
Exactly.
Just give him a few. Have him try and get on stage or something.
Yeah.
Like have him be sort of envious. Yeah, I should be in Jack Black's position. Do more with him.
That would have been great. Neil Patrick Harris is great.
He is an icon for all.
That's true.
Here's a hard
Okay.
question, one that's gonna make you
hard
a
question?
a cutthroat question. Who's your favorite Muppet?
Favorite? Does it have to be a Muppet from the movie?
Yes.
Because I don't think all of them are in the movie.
They're not.
Yes,
Wait,
I'm
are
quite-
they?
Most, I think all of them make an appearance, but
Yeah.
even if it's like in the
I
background,
mean,
in the intro,
technically,
the
if you think
more sensational,
super
yeah.
technically,
Mike,
Yeah.
not all of Gonzo's relatives from Muppets from Outer Space are in.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, favorite Muppet.
Oh my gosh. So you want me to go first?
Yeah, favorite Muppet, Robbie.
Favorite Muppet? Oh gosh.
Don't pick the obvious.
I'm going Scooter.
Scooter. Scooter's pretty great.
I relate to Scooter.
I mean, we can see why. He's got glasses. You got glasses.
That's the only.
What about you, Luke?
I would love to say Kermit, and
Yeah.
I'd love to say whatever the new one's called that was actually the whole story's based around.
Walter?
Yeah.
Yeah, Walter.
Yeah, but I also really like Rolf,
Oh,
and his scene just after the montage is everything I want in life.
Yes.
why wasn't I in the montage?
Oh my gosh.
It's like, hey, Ralph, we're getting the Muppets back together. You want to come? Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
yeah, sure.
Sure.
Classic.
I think I reference that at least once or twice a week in my
Honestly.
head. I'm like,
Yes.
oh yeah, sure then.
My favorite Muppet.
My head is
now.
a Muppet reference in itself.
My favorite Muppet.
It
My favorite Muppet.
Wait, you didn't have the answer ready?
No, I didn't.
It's Pepe, Micah. That's your
It's
favorite
not
Muppet.
Pepe.
He had the longest to prepare.
Um,
At least I had something.
I don't want to sound super basic and just say Kermit because
Wow.
everyone knows Kermit is. The
Yeah,
most
and I've said
amazing
no
thing ever.
cliches. No
Yeah.
cliches.
So I'm
Rizzo?
gonna say, does Walter count as a cliche?
He is.
No, he's not.
No,
All right,
No.
Walter.
I pick Michael Caine.
Oh my god.
That's when you're like, some evil oil barons just want to watch the world burn.
Oh my god.
There's.
I assume you're both aware I was referencing the Christmas Carol, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's been so long since we've watched it.
Yeah.
We should
Oh,
watch it this Christmas.
We should.
We watch it every year.
Ah.
Well, we, as in me and the cat.
Yeah, if we had it, we probably would, but we don't have it.
Micah, you should have done for your favorite Muppet, the Gary Muppet in the reflection of the window.
The Gary Muppet. He says,
Jim Parsons. He's my favourite Muppet.
Oh my god.
Well, he's a reflection of a reflection. Of a imagination. Of a Sheldon Cooper.
right?
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Oh, you know what Muppets aren't in this? I
What?
just thought of something. From Muppets Take Manhattan, Kermit's friends when he loses his memory.
Oh yeah.
They all
And
have like
Kermit's
rhyming
child.
names.
It's
What are
like,
their names?
They
all rhyme.
Well, what was? It was
Hold on, I got this.
Oh my gosh, it's been too long since we've seen this. Didn't we only watch it like one time?
I've seen it twice.
It was such a traumatic experience watching Kermit get hit by the car.
Right?
What?
Kermit loses his memory and you're like, no!
Okay. I gotta know.
Oh yeah,
now.
probably spoilers for all things Muppet.
Spoilers for every Muppet.
Like nothing
media
is safe
thing.
on this podcast.
Actually, how did nobody pick the Swedish chef?
Oh my gosh. Remember when he goes all Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and like flamethrowers everything?
Hello to my little phone. Yeah.
I still
Oh my
laugh out loud every time that happens.
He's like,
in the movie.
No.
Okay.
It's a reference that's so played out, but the Muppets can make the worst references the best. We built the city on rock and roll. It's the most cliche song ever.
Oh yeah.
It's so perfect.
It could not. I don't think they could have picked a better song for this.
No.
Dang it, I'm trying to find.
They could have picked Party for One.
That should have been its Oscar-winning song.
Oh, I need someone to edit Party for One over that scene.
Oh, here we go. It's Jill, Gil, Bill.
And Phil?
I don't know. I can't find the
Jill,
last
Gil,
one.
Bill. It should be like Phil or something.
It should be Phil.
I don't know, but yeah,
It
give
should
him-
be Ted.
Don't they give him like a fake name?
they do. They give Kermit a name
Maybe
because
they-
he doesn't know his
Don't
name.
they name him Phil?
I think something like that. I think they name him something that rhymes with it.
This
Oh,
is less organised than the
very.
Super Friends of Media. And that
Alright.
says something. I have a question, I think. Hold on,
Okay,
wait a minute.
question.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
I wrote it down somewhere.
I thought about tweeting, like, do you have any questions for the podcast? Like, on Twitter, on our profile?
Do you have any Muppet-based questions?
Exactly, but I
I
was
will
like,
ask it now.
it's too late.
You're like, dang it.
Sorry, no. I posted one during the recording of a Super Friends of Media, and you've gotten back to me. Oh, you're the only person who asked this question. Pants.
Oh my gosh. I was kicking myself on the inside after I hit send, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I just realized I'm going to be on this podcast, and I'm going to have to explain why all of the questions are from me.
Yeah, see, I had a really bad day before that. That was actually the best part of my day. So
I'm glad to help.
All right, so
I've just posted a tweet,
Okay.
but we'll see if anyone gets back. Feel free to retweet it if you want.
Do you have, I was about to say, do you have the recently logged profile?
Yeah, the recently logged profile.
By the way, listeners of the podcast, if you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow us at recently logged.
also,
If you want to follow the Super Friends of Media on Twitter, we are _SFOM_.
Yes.
And we're going to be providing you with lots of short form content and it's all going to be unedited, and it's just going to be me rambling about something because that's what I do best.
I mean, if you have a talent,
The skills have to be used.
I'm good at rambling and making podcasts unorganized.
right?
They're my talents.
I mean, it's hard to keep.
This is not a coincidence.
It's hard to keep podcasts organized anyway. We just us two with our formula struggle to keep it organized.
I can usually at least split it into segments. This one's probably not going to have any segments.
Anytime you need someone to make something less organized for you, I'm here. I could literally do this every week.
Oh, I have a complaint. I figured out a solid complaint about this movie.
You have a solid complaint.
One complaint other
Okay.
than me party or party of one or whatever is that
it's a meme. Okay.
the Tex Richmond song.
The text rich.
If you listen to this
Oh,
on like
yeah,
Spotify or something,
Yeah.
it's so much longer and goes into
has
like his
the backstory.
backstory of why he doesn't like the Muppets and
Oh really? I haven't heard that before.
and
It's
like
so
forget that
weird.
song.
they cut it.
Don't they? Isn't it like he like sees the Muppets performing, but he doesn't
I
find
think I
it
wrote it
funny,
down. I think
and
I
all
wrote
of his
down the
friends
quote.
laugh at him or
Here we
something?
go. This is a direct quote from the song.
Okay.
I recall a heartbreaking story about my own 10th birthday party. It should have been a glorious day for me. I'd be as happy as can be, but for the Muppets were there to put on a show. They started to dance. They were telling their jokes. I didn't laugh. I didn't know how. Then my friends, they all turned around and they laughed at me. They laughed at me. So I hate you, Muppets.
That is the best thing I have ever heard. I have
yeah.
to find that song.
I was
Also-
listening through the Spotify song, and I'm like, I think they cut his backstory out in the movie.
Also, they cut out the
Yeah,
part.
there's a
I noticed
reason for that.
this. I noticed
Yeah.
this. They cut out the part of the song where he talks about how he has one regret in life, and it's that he gold-plated his
oh
cat.
my gosh, yes,
Twinkles, I think.
his cat Twinkles, yes.
He's like, I don't regret much, but I do regret that.
You just go listen to the soundtrack version of this, and it's
Don't worry,
amazing.
I won't gold plate you. Just stay away.
But yeah, the fact that they cut that, and then, like I said, it feels a little long. But I mean, there's just so much like that's good about this movie. And I have a friend who is listening to this probably right now.
Oh, yeah,
Wait, you have a friend?
And she
I don't have any
finds
friends.
Kermit creepy.
Wait, what?
And I think we need to come up with some very
Wait.
good, legitimate reasons why Kermit is the best thing ever.
So hold on. We
Because
might.
she needs to be convinced.
No, somebody asked a question, but it was the same question we've already had.
Oh no! Wait, what was it?
Zach at Speeding Ahead asked best Muppets characters.
Dang it.
Gosh, dang it!
You missed it. Well, wait. This isn't Muppet, though. If it's like
The
it's not
best
a Muppet. If it's like a character from the movie.
The best Muppets characters. Guess what? They're the vegetables. The little squealing.
I think probably my favorite character outside of
Hobo
the
Joe.
Muppets themselves. It's between Hobo Joe and what is Amy
Amy
Adams'
Adams?
character's even name? Like, what is her name?
Her name's
Mary.
Mary, right?
Yeah, because it's
Because they
Gary.
make
yeah, Gary and Mary,
Mary
yeah.
marry me.
Mary,
Exactly.
will you
That's
marry
it.
me? Yeah, Mary or Hobo Joe.
Hobo Joe. What
Mine
about?
is just Jason Segel.
What about you, Robbie? What
I don't
is your non-Muppet favorite character from the Muppets?
I'm gonna have to go with King of the Hobos, Jack Black.
Jack Black. All hail King of the Hobos. Oh, I have a note that I noticed this while I was watching, and it's actually
Are you going blind?
Yeah, I'm not doing that again.
So when Walter wakes up from his nightmare about not being able to join the Muppets, he like wakes up, he looks right on his wall, and he has like not necessarily life size, but like I mean technically life size stuffed animals
Yeah.
with Kermit and Animal hanging on the wall. I'm like, isn't that horrifying?
I'm like, oh my
they're
gosh. Because
they're
like
the same
sentient-
material as you.
They're like sentient beings in this movie
and you
universe.
have them hung on your wall. You can go follow Luke on Twitter at Luke14509.
Woo.
You can follow me on Twitter at Micah Grayway. That's MICAHGRAWEY.
Wait, did you change your at?
That's what it's always been.
I thought it was Micah_Grayway.
Gosh dang it, is it?
Hold on, I'll give a.
Dang it, it's underscore. Change it.
You got your plug wrong. Too late.
Yeah, okay, that's
Okay, hold on. Let me make an account of that. Quick. And let's just and I'll retweet all of the disgusting retweets. See, then I'll have dirt on you. and hey, you said it was your account, so.
So wait, which account? Hold on.
all my notes right now are just either quotes or Amy Adams is amazing. That's
I'm
pretty
having
much
the
all there
best
is.
time.
I'd like to comment for the podcast
For our listeners at
for our
home.
listeners at home.
Or
that,
in the car.
That one of the greatest sequences or scenes, and I
Or
didn't
on the
include this
bus.
just because
Exactly.
it's technically part
I'm on the
of
bus.
part of the Life's a Happy song sequence, but the when Mary is singing through the window and it cuts to the Paris thing where
Oh,
he
yeah?
rides up on a steed,
And
gets down on one knee,
knee.
and says, "Mary,
And
will you
will
marry me,
me?
please?"
I remember that line off by head.
That is probably one of the best sequences in any movie ever.
Oh my god.
You have no idea what I'm writing right now, but you're gonna like it.
One thing that I think this movie does very well. I'm trying to stay on topic.
Trying to reel
here,
it in.
guys. Yeah, I'm trying
I'm
to
not.
reel this in. One thing that I find really really great about this movie is how well they can break the fourth wall. because like a lot of things try to break the fourth wall,
And it just comes off
and you're
super
like,
gimmicky and kind of weird.
yeah. But even like one thing that I put this in my notes, I thought it was actually a little impressive-ish, is they have Kermit. Oh no. They have Kermit
What did I miss?
look right at the camera, and he doesn't have like eyes that move actually. So like he turns and he just looks, and it's like staring into your soul, and I love it. And yeah.
Oh, there's another example, like when bad man oil driller says, "You've already played the song." Like that comes off so well.
Yeah, there's a
man.
lot of stuff like that. Like after the explosion when he blows up his toilet factory, and he's like, "Wow, that explosion looks expensive. I'm surprised we had that in our budget." And just comments like that, the Muppets does so well.
Actually, something I had a little gripe with, but it's not really a gripe, and it's barely a plot hole at best. So you know when they hit the thing and it drop, and there's a dot leaving it to be like 10,000 instead of whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thing is, at the beginning, it was showing up as those 2 base digits. So
I know.
like, donating 25 cents. I'm just gonna throw 9 cents at it. Yeah, sure. 1 cent.
There's like people in the beginning, they're like, "Yeah, I'll donate like, I don't know, what do I have on me?"
Yeah, that just doesn't work for me. But
Yeah,
there's ways around it. Like, people weren't that confident in it, and then
Yeah.
But I mean, even if you're not confident, if you're gonna give money, don't
just
give like 25 cents.
You give like $1 or something, even if it's just $1. No.
Micah, you know what just occurred to me?
What just occurred to you?
Oh,
That
no.
the best musical sequence in this movie is actually not Party for One, as most people believe.
I know what he's gonna
It's
say.
The Muppets Rainbow Connection.
The Muppets Rainbow Connection parody. We're glad you found it. Casino.
Oh
The owner, the Muppets, and me.
Cha cha cha.
I love the Muppets. What are your thoughts on the Muppets?
They need a Disney Plus show.
Right, just like the Muppet, like just them going on like tour or
They
something.
should do like oh my gosh, what show am I thinking of?
Sure, what are you thinking of?
It's
Give
like
some
a
description.
they should have like a Breaking Bad style show with the Muppets.
No, but then after that, but you gotta make it PG. So you make it so that they're trying to make all of that hard candy.
It's like crystal candy.
They're not like rock candy. They're making rock.
Loads and loads of test tubes. Yeah, we're making rock candy.
They're making rock
Oh
candy.
yeah. one of my favorite moments is when with the Muppets in the movie is when they replace Fozzie and with Fousey,
What
I
the
think is
waka?
his name. And he comes in, and when he first comes in, he's like waka waka.
He has like 3 lines in the whole movie.
Yeah,
he's
one
just
of them was
what the waka.
waka. What the waka, and you owe us waka money. Or something. It's something ridiculous, because that's a good way of replacing swear. You just say waka.
Waka.
See, wow, that Breaking Bad show is really taking place.
Oh my god. It's happening.
Every cuss word is replaced with waka. What the waka? What the waka wakas?
We should pitch to Disney Plus. I will fly out to Disney's headquarters and
Yes,
pitch a
let's do it.
Muppets show.
So
I'd have to come up with
Would you
a name
direct
for
it? Would you direct it?
I would.
Sorry.
I would direct it. Yes.
I have a pitch. I say together we write a script for a pilot.
I mean,
I'm not even kidding.
Let's
The
do
Muppets.
it. I would be down.
The Muppets, an original series.
I also when Fosse is out in his dressing room, or rather the alley, and he's like, "I have a loving family now," and then she comes out, "Fozzie, what the heck are you doing? Hibernating?" Next show's in 5 minutes. Oh wait, no, like 30 seconds.
Oh no! Then when it starts raining again,
Save the
it's
cushion.
just that.
Save the cushion.
No, not again, not again.
That scene is really good too, because you get like the Kermit's like, an evil oil baron's trying to tear down our studio, and he's like, oh no, that's awful, and then you hear like gunshots and the police,
gunshots.
and he's like, I mean, that's unfortunate.
It still catches me off guard every time I hear the like gunfire behind.
Is that Muppets movie more ready for a Breaking Bad parody than we thought?
Again, we're gonna write it.
There's just so much.
You can make the pilot take place actually outside during that moment.
Nah, you set it right after. What
Exactly. Right after the movie.
What if it was a manhunt for the oil man?
They need money.
We're gonna make hard candies. And we're gonna shoot the oil baron guy in the face with a Nerf gun.
With a Nerf gun. Just attach like a Nerf like minigun into like the trunk of a car and like pop out
Like a Gatlin minigun or something. Oh my gosh. Or you could reassemble the kidnapping team who kidnapped Jack Black.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I have a question. A question. What is your favorite line?
Favorite
line. Okay, I think I have it right here.
Wait, you have one pulled up?
I have it pulled up right here. Okay, where is it? I got it. Oh,
You said you had it.
Oh, there's oil under the studio. I'm gonna tear it to the ground. Sweet oil.
See?
Do people even still talk like that? I don't know. Maybe that's just how it sounded in my head.
That is iconic.
I love that so much. And for a while, Robbie, like after we watched it, like rewatched it because we had watched it when we were a lot younger, and we watched it like we rewatched it, and like after that,
when that came out,
it was 2011. That was 8 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
We were tiny.
Yeah.
I was 7. No, I was not. I was 8.
That was before I was like tall. I used to be like a consistent 2 foot shorter than I am now.
He used to be like a consistent,
I used to be so tiny.
like 6 inches shorter than me.
Yeah, I'm short. I'm only 5'9".
Oh really? I think I'm 5'11". No, like 5'10" or something like that.
Yeah, and I'm around that too. We're about the same height, which we're 2 years apart. He's 2 years older, right? And everybody always assumes we're like twins. And
Yeah, I assumed you were, if anything, older than him.
yeah, that's what most
Everyone
people
assumes
like,
he's older than I am.
You're the older brother, right? And I'm
be
like,
honest,
no,
Robbie
he's 2 years older.
could be anywhere between 16 and 20, and I wouldn't be able to tell.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
I could be like, if he was a little taller, maybe,
I think
I would be like, oh yeah, he's like in his
You look-
20s.
You look 16 to 21.
If I could like grow a mustache, I would.
Sad thing is, I could grow a mustache.
no,
and it looks
no,
like
No, you look
creepy.
like one of them teenagers who thinks he can grow a mustache.
Yeah, no, I hate it because like if I don't shave for a while, I'll have like this
Oh my
mustache
gosh.
going in, and it's like the creepiest
It drives
looking
me
thing.
crazy. You look
Yeah,
like
the-
you're
I
like
look
homeless
like
or something.
I look like I'm about
Yeah,
to go
it's-
like murder somebody or something.
Yeah, it's just a touch. It's not good. It's not
so
good.
weird.
Ugh.
Even though I know somebody who, from age 14, could grow a full-on proper beard.
Oh
my
my
gosh.
14, and it was
Like a
ridiculous.
full beard.
Yeah, and he didn't look good without it. As soon as he grew it, the beard is so good. I don't know how he does it.
Right? Like
I
people.
don't have a single hint of facial hair. He has a full beard that looks incredible.
I think
bet-
I think I had a classmate who I sat next to. Yeah, no, it was in Human Anatomy, and he grew like it was like a full-on beard. And this was my first year of high school, and I was like, "What?"
I love how this is the Muppets podcast, and we're talking about growing beards and mustaches.
Yeah,
There,
I haven't
there
even
is a
said my favourite
shaving
line yet.
scene. There is
a shaving scene. The barbershop.
There's
quartet.
a barbershop quartet.
Greatest.
And that's my excuse, and I'm
version of
sticking
that
to it.
song. Boom boom me me boom boom me me.
Dude, Nirvana
an albino.
It's hard out because
a
the
mosquito.
Muppets outdid it.
me, mo. Let's see, Robbie, I know somebody your age.
And then
who
when
can
he
grow a
whips,
full beard.
and then when he whips the axe out, that still gets me. It's just the.
She's like, oh.
Oh my gosh.
Robbie, what's your favourite line?
Favorite
Oh my
line.
gosh.
Put you on the spot now. Do you see how it feels?
I don't know.
Pick one.
What did I say my favorite scene was? It's probably
You said it
from
was.
that.
You said. What did he say?
He said it was party just for one.
Party.
It's oh my gosh.
Here's some.
Oh, I remember it. It was holy crap. I saw it on your notes. What was it?
Which one?
Um
Is the evil on Tuesday?
Yes.
My trigger word.
No, it was say hello to my little friend.
You're on my wall.
Oh no. It was that's really the highlight of the tour.
You
You should see it sometime.
The tour guide. Oh, the tour is amazing.
Isn't
They're like,
that-
is this
the press
the
tour guide.
Universal Studios? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Oh, honorable mention. I think I'm gonna turn this into a new room. I think I'll call it the Kermit the Frog's old office room.
When he's talking, when he's in.
Oh my gosh.
No,
I love
no.
that.
At one point, I'm not sure if it was intentional, but they refer to Gary as Jason.
Oh my gosh, really?
Do they?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but I was watching through clips on YouTube because I couldn't find it this morning. And in one scene, they refer to him as Jason. I'm not sure if it was on purpose or not. But, but yeah, my favourite line is say hello to my little friend. or me, mo.
With the towel.
Yes. It still makes me laugh every single time when he holds up the washcloth and it says me, mo.
I like one of the lines I like, and it's not even like that great compared to the rest of these. But when Kermit, when they're trying to convince him to start getting the Muppets together, and he's like, "Kermit, you're my hero. You're on my watch."
Actually, here's a song that we didn't mention. Do It All Again. When
Oh
when
my
Kermit's
gosh.
walking through the pictures, that's
It's
such
so
a good
sad.
song.
If we could do it all again.
I will actually, if that song comes on,
Just
because
another
I think it's on my
chance
musicals
to
playlist.
To
If it comes on, I will skip it because I'll
It's
get all
so
teary
sad, oh my gosh.
and I'll be like, no, not again.
Would anybody
It does hurt me
watch
inside.
or even care?
Micah.
Or did something break we can't repair?
Are you gonna do a whole cover of it?
I would.
What's your favourite Muppet movie? This.
Oh man.
This one, the 2011 Muppets.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to go with a different one, actually.
What?
Is it the short film Party Just for One?
Oh my god.
It's like that song, but extended.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've made a whole film around the song. Like in the same way Frozen was made around Let It Go. They just made a Muppet film around Party Just for One.
That would
What
be
did Amy
legendary.
What did Amy Adams do when she was off screen? Now you know.
Now you know.
She was being Amy Adams,
What
which
is
is
it?
good
What is your
enough.
controversial?
Yeah, okay.
What is your controversial take?
I'm gonna say the Muppets A Christmas Carol.
You haven't seen that in years.
That's fair.
Like you haven't seen that in like 10 years.
I know, but I keep
And
saying
How can
obviously,
you-
and obviously Michael Caine is the best Muppet, so it makes sense.
exactly, Micah.
I mean, you know,
Well,
it's just-
Michael Caine is always
I
great.
remember
but-
laughing so
He's
much
crying.
harder.
No, he's crying in the Muppets Christmas Carol. He's got a worse acting range than the Muppets. Like he's crying. It's just sort of,
Michael Caine, no one ever said he was a good actor. He's just iconic.
No, he just said one line which made him famous. Some men just want to watch the world burn. Mr. Wayne.
Mr.
And then I like him in The Prestige. But
Never
like
watched it.
I more like him in context, like in like
Yeah.
as a plot device in The Prestige. That's what I like him as.
Yeah.
Like I love the part where the rubber ball comes rolling in, and I'm not gonna spoil exactly what happens, but Hugh Jackman's just like cutter.
Kata. What am I? To anyone who has not watched The Prestige, that doesn't make any sense.
Michael Caine's character's name is Cutter, so there's something.
It's not much, though, is it?
Go watch The Prestige, though. That's one of my favorite movies.
Oh, it's so good.
I'll add it to my list.
Oh, it's
Christopher
Oh,
Nolan.
I think we've
It's
got
always
another
great.
question.
Ooh, another
oh.
question.
Oh, no, we don't. No, we don't.
Oh, never mind.
wow.
Twitter keeps giving me repeat notifications for tweets. Okay.
It keeps doing that to me too. I don't know
And
why.
also, whenever you go into your DMs now, have you had that issue? Where you go into your DMs and it's just blank?
Yes.
It's
I don't know
such a
what's
pain.
up.
I never go into my DMs.
It must have been when they transferred to the new platform on the web version. Maybe that messed some things up. But I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, what did we do? We did favorite element. We were gonna do least favorite element of
least
the movie.
favorite element of the elephant of the movie. What is your least favorite elephant of the movie, Robbie?
That big blue guy with like the elephant trunk.
No, you see when they're doing the intro, all of them walk behind the thing and then
I
walk
know.
through. He just walks up and then just takes one step forward.
He's
Yes.
too big to walk behind it, though.
Is my least favorite elephant in this movie.
Okay, what is your least favorite element in this movie?
I'm gonna have to go with probably the pacing.
Yeah,
It
I
can
could
get
see
so hit or miss on whether or not the story flows.
Yeah.
That's probably my biggest complaint with it. What did we all rate this? I think I wrote it down in our
that. Oh, I
notes.
wrote
Yeah.
it.
You both went 4.5 stars, I think.
Wow, Robbie gave it 3.5.
Oh no, I gave it 3.5.
Dang, he can leave. I gave it 4.5. The only reason I didn't give it 5 was because there's a little bit of pacing issues with it.
I gave it a 5 because I love it.
It's amazing.
No,
I would
because
watch
every
it any
single
day.
time, every single time I go to a review, I forget about Me Party, and you know what? I'm fine.
Oh man.
We just listen, I would like to take some time to appreciate the cameos in this movie. You've
cameos.
got
Neil Patrick
Emily
Harris.
Blunt. You got Neil Patrick Harris. You've got John Krasinski. You've got I don't even know her actual name, but
The one,
Anne
the
Perkins?
receptionist.
and from
Do you watch
and
Parks
from
and Rec?
Parks and Rec.
I've watched bits. Yeah.
Who else do you got? Selena Gomez.
Oh my god.
You've got
Go
The
back.
one that plays Manny on Modern Family.
Yeah.
That one. that little
There's
kid.
Whoopi Goldberg in there
The
too.
Whoopi
Oh, yeah,
Goldberg.
she's in-
There's just so many cameos.
And Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney's in it, yeah. And that
So
other guy
weird.
who
Jack
played
Black.
with him in
Of course, Jack Black.
yeah. And the other guy who played with him in Night at the Museum.
Who?
No.
I don't remember the older black guy.
Oh,
Oh yeah, him.
Oh gosh.
I don't remember
Yeah, I
him.
don't
Look,
remember.
but
his name.
there's two in the Lights a Happy Song first scene.
Yeah.
There's two people. There's the old person. And there's the woman. They're the two people who get their own line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both popular. The female is popular over here. I know that for sure. I know I know she's a British actress.
Micah, do you want more Emily Blunt in
I
this
do
movie?
want more Emily Blunt in
Yes.
this movie.
More Emily Blunt, more Neil Patrick Harris, more John Krasinski.
I don't think he even has a line in this. John Krasinski.
John
No,
Krasinski,
no,
he just appears.
I think he does. I think he has a few lines, but it's always overlaid with like, other people taking phone calls. Like,
Yeah.
he's one of the people talking, but it's hard to just.
Yeah. You also have Sarah Silverman.
Oh my gosh.
She's the one who comes in at the best sequence ever. She
Party
comes
of
in
one?
and she's like, "How many in your party?" And she's like, "Oh, it's just me."
Just me.
And she's like, "Oh, a party for one."
All right, come with me, party of one.
She ruined the whole film. She set up that whole singing song.
Sarah Silverman
Sarah Silverman.
gets kicked off of the production for the Muppets.
What happens at a me party stays at
At
a
a
me
me
party.
That was a dead-on impression.
So what do you think of the fact that that Gary and Mary that Mary doesn't answer the proposal at the end of the
No,
movie?
she says phenomena.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what does this mean? What is this to the movie? What
Hold
what
on.
does it mean?
Hold on, no. I'm going to go into Google Translate, and I'm going to go unspecified to English, and I'm going to type in phenomena.
Phenomena.
Oh no! I wonder what's gonna pop up.
Oh no!
All right.
Okay, so no, I got it. It's Hindi for arbitrary.
That is
No, the thing is, I had
perfect.
to keep moving the space in between the two words. So I've got manama, space num, and that's arbitrary in Hindi.
Well, the more you know.
This is informational stuff that we didn't know we needed.
That was manamana. That's a very manamana reason.
Yes.
I have to start using that in sentences.
Yes.
That's quite phenomena.
Quite phenomenal.
Your
Micah-
whole existence is phenomena. Oh, okay. We have another question. It
Who is it from?
It is from this unknown. We know where this is going. Okay, this is from an unknown person called Micah.
Wow, I didn't know another Micah.
New
What
to
is
the
your favorite
podcast.
plot point?
What is your favorite plot point, Robbie?
My favorite plot point is Man or Muppet. The entire realization.
That is a great song, and if it didn't have Jim Parsons in it, I would love it so much more.
Oh man.
Jim Parsons is the man I've been compared to my entire life because people think I'm creepy.
Wait, really? People have compared you to him?
Yeah, they've compared me to Sheldon Cooper.
That's so weird.
Because I'm slightly intellectual and I struggle with social convention. That's it. It's two little things.
I feel like I got compared to him a couple of times when I was in like middle school, but not after.
I never was.
Not after that, I don't think.
People are complaining about She-Hulk in my mentions.
Oh no.
You know, I had a tweet recently where someone suggested that person from Brooklyn Nine-Nine for Miss Marvel, and so Cam at Jessica Drew posted, "America is a teenager not pushing 40. I said she'd be a great She-Hulk though, and it's gotten 132 likes."
What?
And you know what? No. 10 minutes later, I made a far better tweet that was talking about how it should have ended. Because, you know, everyone hates them now.
Yeah.
The
I
girls
think I
like,
saw that tweet.
Yeah, I saw that one.
that's a good tweet, and yet it's got 1 like.
Did I
Thanks,
like it?
Thanks, Robbie.
Oh,
Wait, I
yes.
thought I liked it.
Micah, what a
Dang it.
jerk.
I was.
Oh no, it got 2 likes. And one of them is Micah. And you didn't like it.
Ha!
Robbie didn't like it.
Ha!
Oh my gosh. Maybe it's because I think I remember
Micah?
why.
Micah, you're on the Superfriends of Media now, not him.
Cool. Bye, Robbie.
I think it was because I hadn't seen the
Micah?
video yet,
Micah? Yeah.
and that's why. I was like, I don't want to like make fun of a video I haven't seen, but their stuff has been interesting lately.
Micah, get your own Skype. And then, no. And then, same time tomorrow, you're coming on the Superfriends of Media. Because I prefer you.
There you go, Robbie. You've been cut out.
Buy your own microphone.
I have my own microphone. It's just
So what's
crap.
your favourite plot point, guys?
My favorite plot point.
What is your favorite plot point?
Well, thanks to this Micah person for asking this question.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah,
Wait,
shout out to him.
I've never heard of him before, but he seems way better than his brother.
Yeah, probably.
Let me think. Favorite plot point. Why do I always ask questions before I know the answers to them?
Yeah, I know. Shouldn't
I could
you
say
answer
my
the
least
question
favorite
that you
plot
knew?
point.
Yeah, go on.
My least favorite plot point is Gary being a freaking idiot and forgetting about.
Don't you dare insult Jason Segel.
But he forgets the
Yeah, his anniversary. The whole reason
dinner.
he went out.
How do you forget that?
I don't know.
Yeah, the whole reason you went on this trip. Why did I come on this trip? Was it to meet the Muppets? Yeah, that was a bit of a...
And he's even like sitting there racking his brain. He's like, why is she upset? I don't get it. I just don't understand. We obviously came here to literally bring together the Muppets, and that's it.
Yeah, that was the whole purpose of coming here.
It's gonna be a really short movie, Micah.
But I think probably my favorite plot point is just the fact that Walter gets to be on the Muppets by the end. Like, just the whole, like, Walter becoming a Muppet.
It's like the finding your talent. That's
The final...
Because the whistle scene is top-notch.
The whistling scene is quite good. And the
I
final
don't
scene
think it
where
felt
everyone's
earned.
applauding, I still like quite a bit.
I don't think the him whistling thing was earned. They didn't bring it up at any point. Like, if, for example, in the Nice and Happy song, if he'd done a little bit of whistling, it's sort of like, he didn't seem too confident with it. And then by the end, it's shown, oh yeah, he's really confident and he's really good at whistling. That would have been...
I think there were
setup for that would have been way better.
instances in the movie.
Yeah, there were
where
two
he's
times,
whistling,
two
but
times
it's
in the
just
movie.
very brief.
Yeah, and it's not so... It's like, if you'd shown him to be slightly sort of stumbly with it, like he's not confident, then it would have set up that end so perfectly. But
like I said, I think this movie doesn't have like any issues per se.
Oh my gosh,
but I
Micah,
think
you're making so much
it's
noise.
got lots of things that could make it better.
Yeah, there's so much that could have made it.
That's
better.
part of the reason I rated it as low as I did. Is I feel like the script could have used a couple more drafts, and
he says that for every single movie. He's like,
I got it.
He's like, oh, you
every
know
single
that
film of all time is one script rewrite off. Is
Yeah.
the best film of all time, La La Land.
he's like La La Land could have used like another draft.
actually, La La Land I think could have used another draft. That's why I rated it 4.5, not 5.
La La Land's not even that good. Come on.
No, it's I will say it's not as great as I wish it was, but it's my favorite movie.
You know what?
Far.
You know what a movie I could think of that doesn't need any more drafts? Paddington
Draft?
2.
Paddington 2.
Paddington 2 is perfect the way it is.
No, the film that doesn't need one is the film Draft.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Draft is the worst film I've ever seen, apart from House Shark. But I would suggest you not watch that. That is
Oh man.
wildly stains on my eyes. But yeah,
I almost watched.
actually, both Paddingtons do not need a rewrite.
No.
First one's great.
First Paddington.
Micah, when's the last time you watched the first Paddington?
It's been a while. But I've never been that big
I
of a
watched
fan
it
of the first
again,
Paddington.
and I like it a lot better now. After a second watch.
After the second one, actually.
Yeah.
I think Tex Richmond, the evil oil baron, is probably up there with Phoenix Buchanan as some of just the best villains ever in a movie.
Just the villainest villain to ever villain. Yeah.
Exactly.
His rap is so good. Plus, it has the bouncing money symbol with the words along the bottom.
I got my money. I got my queen.
Actually, can I talk about the Muppets Most Wanted a bit? Because the Muppets Most Wanted kind of ruined some bits in this film.
We haven't watched it.
We haven't watched it yet.
And I don't want to because I've heard that it does ruin some stuff from this movie.
No, the Muppets Most Wanted is I rate a 4-star, and I won't spoil it too much, but they sort of bin off Gary and Mary. Mm-hmm. And they don't seem to matter to Walter anymore. Because Walter's pretty important. He's not majorly important though. But it's like these two characters have disappeared. They can't get either of them back. So we're just going to pretend they don't exist. In the first scene, it ends with it begins with the last second of this one, in which
Yeah.
they're both stood there, but then they cut them off there, and then have to walk off, and you never see them again. But then you get the best song in Muppet history. We're doing a sequel.
I forgot about that song.
That song is
It's
so good.
so good. Do you remember that song, Micah?
Have I heard this
Doing
song?
Oh my
a
gosh.
sequel.
It's
That's
so...
popular, the man. Who comes
Oh, it's
on and
so
everybody
good.
wants you
I haven't
stuck
listened
up
to it. I
there.
have to listen to it now.
Sequel.
Yes. I
Yes,
remember
you have to.
when the movie came out, I listened to the soundtrack and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to go see this now.
Yeah, because they actually start the film with it. They use it in the trailer, and it's the start of the film. It's the most perfect song. I don't know how
heard
it
I have
didn't
to go
win the
listen to
Oscar.
it.
Yeah, you
Oh,
have
it's
to.
so good. You need to go listen to it, Micah.
I
now.
I need more water.
Quit the podcast and go. Holy crap.
Seriously, we'll give you 2 minutes 35 while you go watch it if you want. I'm not.
Micah, don't spit out your water. This is a expensive microphone. This is my entire bank account.
Probably waterproof anyway. Here, let's test.
Yeah, let's just do a quick test.
Do we have any wrapping up thoughts? Do we want to
Closing thoughts?
Yeah, like get close to.
I
Yeah,
would
I'll
just
go
like
last.
to mention that we usually struggle on this podcast to hit like the 40-minute mark, and we're at the hour and a half mark right now.
Unedited though.
Yeah, to be fair, it's going to be cut down to half an hour, if
Yeah,
not
there's-
10 minutes.
You know what I might do,
There's
Micah?
gonna be like 30 minutes solid of just us laughing.
I think
as
to
audio.
save me
And 20 minutes of us bashing Cap.
to save me some sanity, I might release it like partially unedited, like do a different format with this one. Maybe I'll try something. Maybe.
Yeah, give me the whole. Once you put the two sets of audio
Dude,
together,
there's an
just send me
extended
that.
version. We're doing a sequel extended version.
Yeah, drags on a bit, but it's great, but it just drags on a bit more.
Well, I'm gonna watch it.
All right.
Later.
Okay.
Yeah. Once you put the two audios together and have sync them up, send me that whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do? Closing thoughts.
Closing thoughts.
All right.
Yeah.
So just
Do you want me to go first?
sure, go first.
Gosh, I wish I was actually ready. You know what?
I'll go first. Okay.
Micah.
so I think closing thoughts is
I'll go
just
last.
overall, this is a really, really fun movie, and I think most people will enjoy it. And I think that certain person that I've mentioned several times should watch this movie because she needs to like this movie.
You will literally loan her the disc.
Yes, but it's got a few things that could have been better, but I don't think it has too many issues as a whole, and I just think it's probably my favorite, if not the best, of the Muppets movies.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, Robbie, you go and then I'll go.
All right. I keep finding more and more things that I struggle to like about it. Not struggle to like about it, but things that I wish would have been changed and that would have made it so much better, which is why I keep rating it lower and lower every time I watch it. Because I think I gave it 4.5 the first time, and then 4, and now it's 3.5.
Next thing you know, like the next time he watches it, it's gonna be like.
But I
half
still
star.
absolutely love watching this movie. I will have to buy myself a copy when I move out.
No film someone loves is a 7 out of 10. Come on.
Right.
Yeah, you need, just put it back to 4. Put it back to 4.
Just bump it back up. Yeah, I had it at 4 for I think 2, because I've vlogged it, I don't know, 4 or 5 times on Letterboxd, and I had watched it before then even. But yeah.
I think we watched it in theaters.
Overall, I think it's a pretty fun movie, and more people should have watched it.
Honestly.
Maybe not Most Wanted though. I don't know.
Most Wanted is good, but it just doesn't hold a candle to this one. That's the thing.
Okay.
Jeremy, I don't know why you were knocking.
Jason Segel was the lifeblood of this one, and
Well, I mean, Amy Adams.
Micah, do you want to start like an Amy Adams appreciation podcast?
I'd do it.
We'll do Arrival first.
Yes.
Nah. You go Amy Adams and Jason Segel, and I'll do a review of every single episode of How I Met Your Mother. We're gonna hit 200 episodes of review. Yep.
Oh,
Just gonna whack them out.
that'd be legendary.
Legend. Wait for it. Berry.
You can follow Recently Logged on Letterboxd and Instagram. Also, it's still just at Recently Logged.
Yo, you can follow me on Letterboxd. I
Yeah.
need followers. I have like one.
Oh right, I was gonna plug your channel that has it launched yet? The Worst News.
Oh, it launches. So this comes out Monday, right?
Sunday afternoon.
Sunday, yeah.
It launched 2 days ago.
Oh shoot.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, being
It
that this
launches-
is
It
on
launches
Sunday,
tomorrow. It launches tomorrow.
happy September, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh
Since
yeah.
it'll be releasing in September.
I forgot.
No. Oh yeah, this will be releasing. Yeah, but I've got a podcast. It's basically an intro where I talk about what the channel's going to be and whatnot. Coming Friday or came Friday. It's so confusing.
Alrighty, I think
Yeah. Do we want to wrap it up?
I think that's probably about all we got.
Thanks
Yeah.
for listening.
Yeah.
If you've listened to this
Thank
one,
you to our special guest for
Yeah.
coming on.
That's all, folks.
love having guests on here. We'll probably be having more to come.
Yeah, we have
for the next few
we
weeks.
have another one scheduled a week after this next one. So 2 weeks from now.
I'll come on next week if you want. I really love doing this. No, please let me on. Please let me on. Please.
We'll have to do an animated movie. That's our rule. We do
Oh,
live action then animated.
We'll be writing the Muppets.
Just like a podcast of us just writing the Muppets.
We usually end our episodes with a quote though.
Oh yeah,
What
we've
quote
done
are we
so many
choosing
quotes
from
this
the movie,
entire
Micah?
episode. What quote do we want to do?
Party just for one.
Ooh, we could do
It's a me party. That happens at a me party.
We could do
Stays at a me
this.
party.
Oh my god.
What? You kidnapped Jack Black? That's illegal.
What's more illegal? Briefly inconveniencing Jack Black or destroying the Muppets?
Kidnapping Jack Black, Fozzie.
I hate myself.
I don't know why it ended up like that. I swear it's
Micah, what did you do?
Oh, it's dreadful.
it's down right in here, I think. I don't know why it has the
Wow.
thing there.
Underprepared.
Wow. Well,
That's all we have.
yeah.
I think.
Bye, guys.